Everybody. So what I got here is probably one of the more interesting pack jobs I've seen, which is this is 3 Washingtons, and is an eBay score, and they're all wrapped together. You can see that there's 3 of them there, and you can see that they're 2 of one variant and 1 of the other. So 2 of these are 8719s, I believe, and 1 of them is an A58 variant. And there's supposed to be 2 intact radios, as you can probably see by mains cords, and 1 parts radio. It's just that, yeah, there's a rather interesting pack job there. They're all just sort of wrapped together and thrown in a box with full of these packing peanuts. So get this thing apart and see what we got going on. So let's just cut this stuff loose, take the piece of cardboard off, and there's the first radio, which is definitely an 8719. And now they're free. Get these packing peanuts out of there. Bunch of packing peanuts. So yeah, it's looking a little bedraggled. So these are probably going to be very interesting to go through and see what works, what doesn't work, and so on and so forth. So that's it's always great to see. Oh, I need a torch. These things are kind of sitting high up on the table, so lighting ain't that great up here. My lights are, I think they'll get in the way. But yeah, spread coils. That's always a good thing to see. Turn stuff. NTE 235 there, and a 1969 there, so that's probably okay. But yeah, I'm sure that they've been, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that they've been screwdrivered to death. This is interesting. What's going on there? Oh, dear God. Okay. So that's like somebody made a socket out of some pins and put the crystal in there. Okay, so that's one. I have to go over all of them one at a time. See what we got. There's the next one. That's the second 8719 version. Already see a cut wire here. I think on some of these radios they soldered it to the audio amp. This one, nothing hokey. Original 1306 and 1307 in there. That porcelain's cracked, however, so that's not good. Cracked porcelain is not good. That needs to come out and be replaced if the radio is worth salvaging. So, from what I would tell, or what I can see, I have 2 intact radios, so certainly they can be salvaged, you know. You know, that's what I'll definitely give it a go. That's missing, well, I wonder what's shaking around in there, but I have to take it apart and figure that out. Alright, so the third one. Oh, well, that's interesting. I've never seen thumb screw access to a radio before. I think that's a first, and I don't even know if... Well, I will dare not say that, wondering if Mike has seen that, because I'd be willing to bet that he has. But I have to say, that's got to be the first time I've seen thumb screw access to a radio. That's really interesting. So... Well, that's like a washer. Huh. It's like somebody welded a washer onto us. That's something else. Alright, so there's our 858 variant. So, two 8719s and an 858. No power supply. No finals. The channel selector board. These all had this problem. These flat flex boards would like crack and the traces would break, and then you'd have to end up with these jumpers. That's similar to the other one that I've got here, where it's the same deal, where they break over here. So yeah, I have another 858 variant. That crystal's about to, that's very loose in there. I mean, I spotted it because it was it's just sort of sitting there crooked and I could see it. That's very loose, and that socket's just bad. We got some glue, original. I bet this radio would work. Well, I see a pot. That's really curious. So we've got this guy here. I see a pot floating around down here. And I don't see a missing control on there. So I wonder what that's about. Yeah, let's just get these screws out and just look at the bottom. Let me look at the bottoms of the other ones. Throw those back up, take a look at the bottoms. So, okay, wonderful 858. We got stuff all over the place. Of course, we got some cut traces in here. Somebody's had some fun in PLL. We've got, these are probably the power supply. That would have gone there. This one, yeah, there's our pot. So, I'm not sure what this is all about. I don't see anything soldered to the volume control, the on-off volume control. So I'm guessing that this became the volume control, or did it? Oh hell, what in the world is going on? I have no idea. It looks like maybe they got swapped around. Oh man, I have no idea. Well, oh, here we go. That's always interesting. That's just hanging in the breeze. So this must be the parts radio, but it looks like the DC jack got wired straight to the fuse. Yeah, it got wired straight to the fuse, which I don't even know if there's a fuse in it. Nope, I didn't think there was, because this seemed to be. Usually when there's a fuse in there, there's a little bit of that's a little more taut. So I see part missing right there, and some traces lifted. In fact, there's a lead sticking through one of them. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. But I already have an 858 radio that's fully functional, so it's a soldering job, burning up your coax. If that was why the radio didn't work, you know, flapping around there, I don't know if that's probably gonna be visible, but that coax, that's actually VCO to probably receiver or something, you know, and that's just busted completely off right there. That's just completely busted. So if that was what was wrong with the radio, they went tearing through it. They went looking for the wrong problem. But that would definitely kill it. So, I mean, I have a feeling that this was probably the parts radio. You know, which is fine. So, I think this one probably just needs to stay a parts radio. Because I have another 858 that works fine. And I have a power supply. This one, there is no power supply. So, let's get one of the 8719s that's been smashed. So, but that's really no big deal. It can all be straightened out. See the bottom of this. This is clarifier mods that have been done here. I have no idea what this is. Well, that's just going to a ground. That's just clarifier mods. Horribly gone very wrong soldering right there. Jesus, Pete. I mean, what's this all about over here? Holy smokes. So let's zoom into this and take a peek. Oopsie. That's all very nice and crusty. Huh. Okay. So, anyways, get the other one here. Cover's a bit rusty. So, alright, get the other one up here. Take a look at the bottom of this. Busted wires. Yeah, I think these all need to be more bad soldering. Yeah, these are not happy. That looks busted. No, but it's barely hanging on. Yeah, this is oh my god. This is PLL. Holy smokes. Woo! Come on, camera, focus. Yeah, that's that's all lifted trace heaven, and yeah. I mean, what is this here? What is this? This has been screwdrivered to death. These are the glue in here. These were all of the wiring harnesses. I did this thing where you could see what I'm pointing at. These where the harness would run down the front of the radio, and these are obviously gone. So, yeah. What is this? Holy smokes. This is like heavy wire going, what in the world? I'm not even going to plug these things into the mains. I'm just going to, yeah, there's something like really interesting with some of these guys here. I mean, I'm going to do my best to try to, go over them and get one at a time. But wow-wee. I mean, yeah, wow. Oh man, it never ceases to amaze me. So anyway, these are gonna be fun restoration projects. Definitely going to build one radio, or I think the two 8719 radios, that have power supplies are probably salvageable. But that 858 no power supply, I've already got one working. That's just gonna get tossed in the pile as a parts radio. And that's fine. Now this coax, I don't know if I ever recalled seeing the... Okay, so there's that one. I wondered about that. There's usually one that's going from over there to over there, and it's usually on the bottom. But in this case, I guess it's on the top. It's a different variant of this board, so that's perfectly okay. So I dare not even turn these on. I really need to just figure out what in the world is going on here. Like this, that's going over to the speaker. Yeah, I mean, wow. Somebody's like rewired half the bloody radio. Wow. That's just too interesting. Alright, so that's what we got going on here. Somebody actually soldered something to that test point. That's interesting. And this one as well. That's really interesting and bizarre at the same time. Normally those are just a sort of a piece of insulator, and it's just standing up and with a loop on it so that you could you could hook your probe to it. But yeah, that's just wow. Okay, that's interesting too. Oh boy, what is that? No, that's the on-off control. What? What in the world? Oh, this is... Holy smokes, it's a 4-pin. And it's... Oh, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Holy smokes. I think this is the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, that is interesting right there. That is something else. But okay. I wonder what really happened to this radio. I really wonder. Alrighty, guys. I think I've seen enough. I'll start. I'll figure out which one I want to do first. Now it's sort of a wow. Which one do I pick first? This one or the other one? Okay, guys. Till next time.